guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu Leaves. Today I wanted to show you guys all of the plants that I received as gifts or bought for myself as birthday presents this year. My birthday did just pass, and because my family knows that I'm a little bit plant obsessed now, everyone kind of pitched in and I was able to get some really great plants that I want to show you guys today. There are a few plants that I've shown in previous videos that I'm not going to be showing today, so everything that you're going to see is something you've never seen before from me. The first plant that I want to show you guys is my ALOCASIA Silver Dragon. This is its newest leaf right here, and there is a tiny bit of damage on the other two leaves, but very little, but those two are showing the most silver. So once this leaf matures a little bit, it'll look a lot more silver like the others. It's definitely a more recent thing that I've become interested in ALOCASIA, and I was able to pick this one up and I thought it was a great opportunity to expand my collection and get something a little bit more rare, because these are not too easy to find in my area specifically. But yeah, I think it's a really special plant. The accentuated veining is so beautiful. The next plant was on my wish list. If you guys were able to watch my wish list plants video, it was a few videos ago, you would know that this was on it. This is the whalefin Sansevieria. So for those of you who don't know Sansevieria very well, there are many types of Sansevieria. Some have multiple leaves like this, and the whalefin is unique because it has more of a wider spread leaf rather than a bunch of skinnier ones. I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with any other Sansevieria other than this one. I really wanted this one because of its just huge statement leaf. Even if it has little pups later on and grows some little babies, I think I'm probably going to remove them from the pot once they mature a little bit and create more plants out of it, because I really like the look of just a single leaf and that's it. So yeah, I just have this little whalefin or big whalefin in a terracotta pot. And yeah, these pots are really cute. I was able to pick some of these up as well. The next plant I was able to pick up was a Hoya. This is the Hoya KERRII and it's the variegated version. I'm so happy with the size of this plant. I find that most Hoya KERRIIs that you find are really small because they are relatively slow growing, and you're lucky if you can even find one that will grow into a plant, because typically they're sold as just those little hearts in a cup, and those ones don't typically grow much larger, if at all. So I'm really happy to have a full plant that I know is going to grow up. And here we have some new growth, so I'm really excited. It's got a nice leggy vine. I'm okay with legginess. I don't know. I know a lot of people prefer to have really bushy plants, and I mean, I love a bushy plant, but I really don't mind when they kind of sprawl out. I like that look a lot. So the next plant that I got for my birthday was an ALOCASIA YUCATAN Princess, I believe. I'll have the spelling for that on the screen. This is a very beautiful ALOCASIA. It's a little bit droopy right now, but I don't really mind. It still looks pretty on my table behind me. It has these beautiful purple stems. And while the leaves themselves are green, the underside is also purple. And yeah, there's a beautiful new leaf unfurling, so I'm hoping that that one's a little bit less droopy. If not, that's okay. That's just how it's gonna be. And these ones typically grow really large, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I can give it the environment that it needs to thrive like that. The only thing is I really need to find a nice pot for this, because this ain't cute. This ain't cute. This is a plant that I've shown before, but I do want to show this because it is still a birthday present. This is the Hoya Australis Lisa. It's definitely one of my favorite plants right now. I love the variegation in it, and I think it's so cool that the leaves grow in kind of a reddish purpley color and then fade to that variegation. This one is putting out some beautiful new growth, so I'm really looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to seeing this one grow up into a huge, beautiful, luscious plant, because it's pretty luscious already. But yeah, me and this plant are just vibing. So the next plant I have here was another wish list plant, and I'm so excited for this one. I can't wait for it to grow a little bit. I know that these ones grow really, really quickly, so I'm very excited for that. This is the string of hearts, or the chain of hearts, however you want to say it. It is trailing quite a bit, and it's pretty full on top as well, which I think is quite uncommon unless you really fill it out yourself. But yeah, for a while I've been looking for either a variegated or a regular version of this one, and I finally came across a nice good sized one. I never really wanted to get cuttings of a string of hearts just because I'm impatient, to be completely honest, and I want it to look like this or even more full soon. So when I found one this size, I was really, really psyched. It's a little bit more full on one side than the other. I'm sure it was just hanging in a window and growing towards that window, but as it grows, I'm gonna flip some over to the other side so that I have a nice full plant all around. And eventually, once the strings get long enough, I'll definitely propagate them and plop them back in the soil on top so I have even more strings. The only issue with this plant is that it tangles up so easily. I'm so afraid of ripping it because these guys are just interlocked, you know? They're in love. But yeah, this plant was one of the ones from my mom, and I am so obsessed. So that was the last of the plants that I was able to bring over here. I do want to go move you guys over to my desk where I have the remainder of the plants, and they are looking really, really pretty on my desk. So I'll show you guys the little setup I have and introduce them to you as we go. Alright guys, so there's no real great way to do this, but this is what my little desk setup looks like. I know it's out of focus, but I'll try to do a little B-roll of that. So the first plant that I want to show you guys is this lemon lime Maranta. I do have another Maranta, and I totally fell in love with it. I love the way that it grows. It's sprawling all over the place. So I wanted this one because I absolutely love the veining in this one, and I'm a sucker for veining. If you know me, it's heart-shaped leaves and beautiful veining. That's what I'm attracted to. So this is the beautiful plant here, and I feel like I definitely need to name this one. I know Kaylee Ellen has Gus, which is such a cute name for her Maranta. So I think this one definitely needs a name, and maybe something inspired by Gus. How could you not love this plant though? Like, it's so beautiful. The contrast in the colors of the leaves is just incredible. The next plant we have over here is the Hoya PUBICALYX Splash, I believe. It does have splashes on it, so I'm assuming that that's what that is. I realized after potting this up, I totally potted it up sideways. Like, it's, I mean, you can see it. I don't mind that. I kind of like when my plants are one-sided because they get really, really full on that one side, and I'm only typically viewing them from one side. So yeah, I don't really mind that at all. I was looking for one of these guys for a little while, not too long. I kind of recently have started my journey into Hoyas. As you can see, I have a few now, but this one is really special. I love the leaves, and I love the vining aspect of it. It's really going to take off in growth. There are a ton of new little pieces that are just going to explode sooner or later. And I just recently ordered some orchid fertilizer, that spray that you can get, the Miracle Grow spray. So I think that's the way that I'm going to fertilize these guys as soon as I get that, and that's coming soon. And so the last plants that I do have are the ones that are in my terrarium behind me. This is a new thing for me. Don't judge me, I have no idea if I did this right, but I'm really excited to try it out with these plants. They're definitely good plants that are suited for terrarium life. So I'll just show you guys close up and tell you what they are. So I guess sooner or later I will figure out if I have this down pat or not, but this is my little terrarium that I built. It has some really cute Fittonia or nerve plants in the back there. They're two separate plants, and I kind of put them in the back there to create the background. There's no other good way to put it. And I really like the way that looks, kind of like one cohesive bush in the back. I do plan on adding more to this eventually if it works out, but I didn't want to put too many plants in here in case it's not for me. But yeah, So the other plant that I have, and this is the last plant that I'll be showing you guys, is the CRYPTANTHUS, and that is an absolute zero CRYPTANTHUS. I think it's so beautiful in there. The colors match the color of the FITTONIA so beautifully, and I love the green and white. I think if I add any more plants to this terrarium, it's just going to be green and white plants or something along the lines of that. I definitely want to fill this out and make it a little bit more lush, but again, I'm going to try my luck first just as is. It's a really fun experiment, and if you guys want a dedicated video to see how I made this, I can definitely do that, but maybe I'll just try it out for a little while and make sure that I can sustain it, and then if I can, I'll definitely make a video and show you guys what I did. Alright guys, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so glad you guys made it to the end. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, it would mean the world. Also guys, please let me know what you think of my new channel name. I wanted to try something new out, and I think it will stick. I really like Lulu's leaves, and I think that it's definitely a better way to move forward, especially trying to make myself known in the plant community. I think it's definitely a better name that will ring a bell a little bit easier. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day. Bye!